Had a bad build? Have your say. Tell your story. The Victorian Department of Government Services is currently reviewing the operation of Consumer Affairs Victoria, the function of the Victorian Domestic Building Contracts Act, and finally the performance of the DBDVRV. I will quickly show you how to take up this opportunity so you can respond and have your say. It is called the Review of the Domestic Building Contracts Act, 1995. It has not been well advertised, nor is it easy to find, and is now buried deep down in Engage Victoria and CAV, that's Consumer Affairs Victoria's website. Here is a link to a previous video I did about it. The survey can be found on both these websites, but you have to type it into the search bar, which is generally on the right next to the magnifying glass. My name is Fiona and I'm here to help you tell your story. As you can see, there are two options. I encourage you to look at both before you decide which one to use. Or possibly you could use both. They do not appear to be mutually exclusive. The first option is to fill out the survey online. The way the survey is laid out, not surprisingly, the first part appears, at least to me, to be focused on major contracts and larger property developers, and has very specific questions that may not be relevant to a single homeowner's problems or their position. 2 is to write an individual submission detailing how you have been affected. This allows you to upload a written document, which may be a simpler choice for the badly affected general public, who are now financially time poor with few resources at their disposal. If you choose the written submission pathway, you can always use that document to send to other parties as needed, such as the Consumer Affairs Minister, the Honourable Gabriel Williams, and the Building Minister, the Honourable Sonia Kilkenny. This kills two birds with one stone, giving you an ongoing record and description of the bad builder or surveyor experience. So here is a quick list of things that you may wish to consider when writing your submission. It is a relatively long list, but that's because everybody's story is different, and you need to be emphasising the areas that are of your personal concern. Here is the memory prompting list. It's not a guide and it's not fully comprehensive. Remember, this is your submission, you own it, and you decide where it goes. I want to be clear. You are the ones with no home or a broken home. Remember, you only want what you paid for. You're not asking for favours here. You paid for your home. You paid builder's warranty insurance as part of your contract and as part of the government building permit levy system. You paid for professional services of building surveyors, engineers and contractors, all of which includes the cost of professional indemnity insurance, as per what used to be called the ministerial order, which accompanies the legislation. It's quite simple, really. You only want what you paid for. It's critical you don't let them get away with it, not the building industry, not the insurance providers, whether they are the government providers or private industry providers, and certainly not the regulators. They seldom listen and rarely do they invite examination and review, so let's do it. Let's do it while we can. If needed, the checklist and a full set of documents is available on our website. That's www.buildingconsumermatters.com.au. As mentioned, the relevant ministers are listed below.